Rise and grind. The Andalusian Bull killer. Let's have this conversation. We've got this is made by Cavalier. And so this is their white series. This that I have before me, this is the Cavalier Salamones. And so it seems to be the same vitola as the Andalusian Bull. I truly like these cigars. A lot of the similar notes, a lot of the similar experience. And so we're gonna call this the Andalusian Bull Killer. Hey, we are interrupting this video with a special announcement. And so I shot the entire video, recorded it, then I thought about it. And one thing about me is I'm never going to lie. And so as much as I wanted this cigar to be the Andalusian Bull Killer, it isn't. It's an okay cigar. And so here's the story. I smoked this a long time ago and I remember it being great. I got a box of it and I said this will make a great video idea. It looks just like the Andalusian Bull. And so I smoked it and it was okay, shot the video, and I just was reluctant about it. And so I smoked another one and I just couldn't pull the trigger. It isn't as good as I remember it. And so I then realized, well, I shot an entire video and there's so much nuggets in this video. There's so much information that I want you to get as we talk about alternatives and options. And so I really want to keep that. And so I'm gonna let the rest of the video play, edit out some parts of it. This is a good cigar, but it is nowhere near the quality of an Andalusian Bull. But most importantly, I want to have a conversation talking about options, talking about some things that you can do, some alternatives. You don't always have to keep chasing after the same thing, playing in the same fields, dealing with the same hype. But sometimes we can explore some other things. We can explore some other options. Because it's all about having some options, easily affordable options. Better to find options. This cigar, this is an Ecuadorian wrapper. The tobacco on the inside, you've got some Dominican Republic, as well as Nicaragua, as well as Connecticut, as well as Paraguay. And so a very exotic blend. Same vitola. You get a lot of woodsy notes. You get some creaminess, some cederness. You also get this pleasant fruit. I get some pear on this. And so this is, I think is a pretty good cigar. I paid probably about $10 a cigar for these. Got these at a great price. Keep these on hand. So yeah, I've got my Andalusian Bulls that I can reach for when I want to have a good time. But on a night like tonight, when I'm just chilling, just relaxing, I want to explore this option. Usually I would be sitting outside, enjoying my cigar on a Sunday night. I got my cigar, got a glass of wine. Why do I have a glass of wine? Because it's an option. It's an alternative. I usually go with whiskey, some scotch, some rum, some cognac. Sometimes I just go with some wine. Why? Because it's okay to do something different. You don't always have to do the same thing over and over. Usually I'm sitting outside, but right now it's raining outside. And so I've got the option, I've got the alternative to come on into my man cave, light up a great cigar, have me a glass of wine, and just have a good time. Because life is all about the options that we allow ourselves, the choices, the alternatives. And so we want to have this conversation as I talk to you while I'm smoking the Andalusian Bull Killer. It's a cigar that gives you an alternative. This cigar, just like the Andalusian Bull, it's got this Salamones vitola, When you first light this up, the draw is gonna be very tight. You got this tapered foot, but once it starts to burn, then it's gonna open up a bit. Then you're gonna get all that creaminess, that cederness, that woodsiness, that I believe they call it a stone fruit taste. And so truly an exotic blend that comes in at a great price. But I want us to even just have this conversation about options. There's some cigars that I love. I love God of Fire. I love Don Carlos. But I find that it's good to have some options. It's good to have the option of Definition Noir, same African Cameroon wrapper, but now I've got the option of getting it at a better price. Oliva Series G, same wrapper, but now I've got the option to get something that I really like at a better price. And it may not be the same experience as the God of Fire by Carlito, but at least I've got an alternative. And I think sometimes we miss out on that. We miss out on having these alternatives. Yes, I've got an entire box of Atabey. I would love to just smoke those every single day. But it's also good to have me some options, some alternatives, some other things that I can smoke. Yeah, I've got a box of Byrons, but do I have some options, some alternatives? I think sometimes in life we get too bogged down by trying to stick to one thing, but we become better when we become more diverse, when we have options, when we can explore different options, where we can do different things. See, for me, there's no box you could ever put me in. Any box there is, I'm gonna break out of the box. I'm always thinking outside of the box. I'm never limited, even to my own desires, even to my own way of thinking. I think one of the keys in life, when it comes to cigars, whiskeys, spirits, explore your options. As I enjoy this cigar, just thinking about options, I've shared with you many a times that I've been working for the same company for the past 17 years. I've been locked in, dedicated, faithful, loyal. But I'm always exploring options. I'm always having conversations to see what else is out there, to see are there better opportunities for me. I love the city where I live. I love this community. But I'm always exploring new options, new alternatives. Never get yourself so stagnant and fixated and stuck in one place. Always look out there and see, is there a better opportunity? Now, there are some things, I've been married for 18 years, there are some things where you don't get to look and see and explore. There are no options in some relationships. But beyond your marriage, beyond your family, when it comes to jobs, when it comes to locations, when it comes to cigars, whiskey, wine, cognac, there's no loyalty to some of these things. My friends, you gotta explore your options and see what's out there. And when you do that, now you can start to experience some new things. If I hadn't done that, I would have found out about this gem, and I wouldn't be able to now share with you and to say, hey, I know you're searching for the Andalusian Bull, but there's another cigar out there. Is it just as good? Relatively speaking, considering you're gonna pay half the price and you can actually get this. But as I smoke this and enjoy this, I'm not missing out on anything. I wouldn't have stumbled into this if I was so fixated on one thing. Yeah, there's some things we love to chase. I love to chase my Opus X, my Partagas Lusitania, my Andalusian Bull. But you gotta have your mind opened and be ready and willing to enjoy some other options, some other alternatives. And one of the things I think that we tend to do, even with these products that we smoke, we lock in and we allow these companies to feel as if they've got us, like we've got no leverage. And when you start to do that, you know what they do? They give you a poor quality product. They stop trying to innovate. They don't give you a quality product because they know they got you. That company that's been putting out the same cigars, just changing the label on it, they're not gonna stop because they got you locked in. And so they can be disrespectful to you. They could do practices that even despise you. They can lower their quality, increase their price. They can do whatever they want to. And so I believe that we gotta always make sure that they know I'm exploring my options. If your cigars are always gonna be so hard to come by, if the quality is gonna keep going down, if the price is gonna keep going up, then I'm gonna explore my options. And so that's why I like a cigar like this. Cavalier. I don't think it's a big accident that this is shaped very similar to the Andalusian Bull. I don't think it's an accident that it has that same cedar, sweet, fruity type profile on here. I think this is a company who realizes a market space. And they're probably looking to see, are there those out there who are going to explore options and alternatives? Or will you keep trying to chase after the bull? Once again, as much as I wanted this cigar to be the Andalusian Bull Killer, as much as I wanted it to be that option you can turn to, it just isn't. It falls short in a lot of areas. What I think about this cigar, you gotta age it. Just like the Andalusian Bull, I think the problem I ran into is the first one that I had years ago. It was aged and it was great. If you smoke a fresh one, it's not gonna be that good. And so the same problem that you run into with the Andalusian Bull, I think you're gonna run into with this. And so, is this the Andalusian Bull Killer? No. Is it a okay alternative? Yes. This is like comparing the God of Fire by Carlito to the Oliva Series G. It's in the same ballpark, but definitely not in the same quality, not in the same experience. And so we wanted to shoot this video. Again, there was so much nuggets contained within this where I didn't want to just scrap the entire video, but I'm not going to lie to the people and say something that's just dishonest. And so it's an okay cigar. If you are trying to get the Andalusian Bull on a shoestring budget, then sure. Is it comparable? Not really. Is it similar? Yeah. Will it give you 2 hours of smoking a good cigar? Yeah. And so there you have it. If that's a good alternative for you, feel free. But hey, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. But most importantly, rise and grind.